Hello everyone, good evening. Before I start the session, I wanted to ask you one thing. Okay. We had COVID in 2020. This we call it as a COVID year. And it's still shocking that it's been already 4 years been COVID. It's just like that. It's been very fast, right? Time is flying. People say time is flying. Yes, it is true. Just now I feel like, oh, it was a COVID, vaccination, wave one, wave two, wave three, wear the mask, put the sanitizers. And you know what? It's been 4 years. And in another 2, 3 months, it becomes 5 years. Now, 2020, a lot of things changed. The one such was work from home. This is something which everyone had adjusted rather than going to office. We started working from home. Majority of the people, 90-95% of all the professionals started work from home, except few doctors or maybe few field workers, right? They used to go to office. But we specifically, if you talk about IT people, we all were working from home. Okay. And this continued up to 2022. Till 2022, we still had work from home. Nowadays, I see a lot of officers are saying that you come to office 2 days a week, 3 days a week, right? It's happening, but for me, they have asked me to completely work from home. So a lot of companies have shifted to a new normal, right? Now, in these 2 years, one thing I can say you is you had lot of free time. No traveling, right? No movies, no theaters, no going out, no meeting friends. Life was so easy to spend time with family, right? So in these 2 years, literally you had lot of free time. Okay. Now I'll ask you a question. Tell me, in these 2 years, what you learned? Any new skill? In these 2 years, did you learn any new skill? The new skill, it can be cooking, it can be swimming, or it can be anything. It could be any skill. So did you all had this free time where you learned something new in the 2 years? Maybe after 2022, things have changed, but at least in the 2 years, when you had a lot of time, did you get a chance to get into any other skill? Anyone?
Yeah, badminton and some
Badminton.
hobbies. Yes,
Okay.
and
Next.
Tableau.
Tableau.
Yeah, actually, I got a chance to work on Tableau project, so where I have to learn.
Okay. Good. Next.
Cake.
Cake. What is it?
Cakes.
Oh, doing cakes, huh? Very good.
Yeah.
You have your own bakery?
No.
Okay. Preparing cakes. Very good. Next. Stitching, huh? Okay.
Embroidery.
Okay. Next. Come on, yaar. Don't tell me that you did not learn anything in the 2 years.
Yeah, I have learned Tableau.
Tableau. Okay. Next.
Yeah, share market things.
Share market. Very good. When I did the same. Okay. Next. Next. 2 years. You had a complete free time.
Same here.
Sorry.
Explored share markets.
Share markets. Okay. Next.
Paintings on fabric.
What? Painting.
Yeah, paintings on cloths, fabric.
Oh, very good. Next. If you have not learned anything in that 2 years, you don't lack time, you lack discipline because we had a lot of time. Okay. And my sister, she started gardening. My friend started gym. Come on, I'm giving you some examples also. What did you do in the 2 years?
Sir, I have learned Power BI and switched the job into Power BI
Very good.
developer.
Very good. Power BI. Next. Yeah, next.
Yeah, Santosh.
Hmm.
I have learned cooking.
Cooking. Okay.
Yeah,
What else?
Cleared interview.
Cleared interviews. Huh?
Yeah,
Which skill? Power BI, Tableau, whatever it is.
data management.
Data management. Okay, next.
Car driving.
Hmm?
Driving. Car.
What?
Car driving.
Car driving. Very good. Next. From 2000 to 2022, you had a lot of time. What did you learn? That's my question.
Yeah, I learned Power BI, Santosh.
Power BI. Okay, next. Come on, yeah. We have 45 plus and we got only 9 answers.
Sir,
I
after
was
the
teaching my
marriage,
kids.
What?
sir, after the marriage, I learned how to live the life and
How to
manage
lead the
the
life?
things. Yeah,
Life lessons. Okay, next.
yes, sir.
I was teaching my two kids in the
Oh, teaching.
like they were
Very
in the
good.
kindergarten.
Oh, very good. Teaching. Next. That's all? Okay. Cooking, swimming, badminton, tableau, preparing cake, stitching, share market, painting, gardening, going for gym, Power BI, car driving, life lessons, and teaching, right? So those are all the skills maybe you learned when you had a lot of free time, right? And personally, you know what I learned? Any guess? I had a lot of time. Even now I have a lot of time.
Cooking.
Cooking, huh? What else?
Share market.
Share market,
Cloud.
cloud. Okay.
I think you learned fabric.
Burn fabric. Fabric is just 1 year old.
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Okay. Next.
You mentioned you started a restaurant.
I started a restaurant. Very good. Yes. Okay. Artificial intelligence, fabric, all this, there is nothing to learn. What I'm doing in organization, I'm teaching here. Okay. But the one skill which I learned in my COVID time is cooking. Okay. So cooking is something which I started showing interest. I was a person who never used to go to kitchen. Okay. I was a person who never used to go to kitchen. Whatever the food, water, whatever I want, everything used to come to my desk. That is what was happening. Right. But things got changed in 2020. I had lot of free time. So I was thinking what to do, what to do, what to do. Then I thought, okay, why don't we start cooking? You people, what you do? You just go to YouTube, you watch some movies or you watch some serials, web series or comedies, or even you'll search a lot about fabric or maybe Power BI. You spend some time on YouTube, right? What I should do? What I should do? Personally, I don't like movies. I don't like web series. I don't like any serials. Always the crying, crying, crying. So I usually don't watch all this. I keep away from all this. But one thing which I got addicted to was cooking channel. Okay, I used to watch lot of cooking channel videos. There's one famous cooking channel. Do you all know that? Do you all know that? Millions
Village
of
one,
subscribers.
village,
There are
some
many
Tamil channel,
Farmers village.
village ones.
village
Village.
cooking style.
Village
Village
cooking. Yeah.
cooking.
Village cooking. I got addicted to that, right? I started cooking. Okay. And before COVID, I used to spend a lot of time eating outside. But in COVID time, things got changed. Whatever the favorite food I want to eat, it was not available, right? Every shops was closed. So let me thought, okay, why don't we learn cooking? With the support of family, they used to help me in cooking. One day, I thought of cooking pizza at home. One day I thought, let me cook pizza at home because I used to eat pizza when before COVID, but nowadays I've stopped it. You people also stop eating pizza. It's not good for health. Please stop all this Domino's, Pizza Hut, and what is that? Burger, pizza. Please stop all this. It's not good for health. Okay, if you ask me from 2020, I've changed. Before 2020, I used to eat a lot of junk foods. Lot of junk foods. Eat, sleep, work. This was my three work. Eat, sleep, work. But post COVID, I started to show some importance to health. But before that, since I was addicted eating outside, I wanted to prepare everything at home just because we don't have restaurants open. One fine day, we thought, why don't we do pizza at home? Okay, this was my first thought. Monday to Friday we work, Saturday and Sunday we explore. Usually we used to explore outside, but in the COVID time, we started exploring within house. So we thought of preparing pizza. So we have 4 people in my home. Okay. So me, dad, mother, sister, and me. So we have 4 people. Okay. So for 4 people, minimum we need 4 pizza. Okay. So what I thought, okay, let's do everything at home. Let's do everything at home. Okay. Let's see everything at home. So I brought one oven. Okay, electric gas, some soda, salts, dining table is at home. So pizza draught, tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is also very easy. We prepared everything at home. Even tomato sauce, we did not buy it from outside. Okay, every single thing what we need for pizza, we prepared at home. Tomato sauce is also very easy. You just slice the tomato, put some tamarind, and put some janggery. It will become tomato sauce. It's very easy. You just need to stir it. It's very easy. Okay, cheese. Cheese also we prepared at home. So the first thing what we did is, since it was a very tough time in COVID time, we did not get much of things outside. We prepared every single thing that we needed for pizza at home. Okay. Now, we wanted to eat pizza at 2 o'clock. So we thought we started doing at 12 p.m. So in the oven, you can prepare only one pizza at a time. So one pizza will take 30 minutes. Okay. So one pizza will take 30 minutes. So we started at 12 o'clock. We finished by 2 o'clock, and all four of us helped, and we were able to eat pizza by 2 o'clock. Okay. So this happened in COVID time. And you have a very bad habit, especially Indians. After preparing something, what do people do? What do people do?
You leave everything there.
What?
Snaps.
No. Taking snaps. Okay. Story. WhatsApp status. Instagram stories. My sister, no or less, she was also same thing. What she did after eating everything, I mean, after preparing everything, she took photos and she started posting in Instagram and WhatsApp. WhatsApp status, Instagram stories, and even my mom. Okay, even my mom started using WhatsApp and Instagram. So she also started posting. Now, slowly, what happened? We had 4 people, our friends, families, relatives who have seen our status. One day they thought, okay, let's visit our house. So they came to my house the next day or the next week. Now it became 8 people. My sister's friends had come, my mom's couple of relatives had come. So we had 8 people now. So this 8 people, 4 people is we, other 4 people are guests. You know what is 4 people said? Hey, on that day you had prepared pizza, right? And you had posted some pictures, right? Can we do it one more time? Because we are not eating pizza outside. So why can't we prepare it? Anyhow, we'll be eating food, right? Why can't we prepare pizza? Now what happened? Now the challenge is for us because we have to prepare 8 pizza. So preparing 4 pizza was easy for us. But now preparing 8 pizza is difficult. Why? Because I have only one oven. I have only one oven, and that one oven pizza, it will take 30 minutes. For 8 people, minimum I need to prepare 8 pizza. So before 4 hours, I need to start. So 2 o'clock, if they are coming, I need to prepare by 10 o'clock. Okay, I need to start by 10 o'clock. Now, this is where it was a bit challenging for us. Since the number of people increased, I wanted to provide them the best, but I should not take more time. So what I thought is few things we prepared at home, few things we took it from outside. Compared to the previous example where we had 4 pizzas and 4 people, this time what I did, we have 8 pizzas. So what I'm doing is 4 pizzas, I mean, 4 things, 4 to 5 things, what I'm doing, I'm trying to do it at home, and few things like tomato sauce or maybe cheese or toppings, I'm trying to get it from shops. So you'll directly get tomato sauce or ketchups outside, right? So I took that. Why? Because I have to deliver on time. Always think that I have to deliver on time. Because if they're coming for lunch, I have to deliver at lunchtime. Okay. So this was the case in the second one. Third one, third one, I usually what I do is due to this KSR, I'll tell you. Because of this KSR, I do miss a lot of family functions and friends function. I miss it. Okay. I miss it. So people started shouting like, "Oh, you have changed. You. Once you have become like a company's member, now you're not at all treating us as a friends, relatives. You have changed." This type of words every time I get from my relatives and friends. So what I do is every month I actually have a meetup. Every month I do this. I invite every single person for my relative side and friend side, and we'll have a lunch together or dinner together. So we used to have that. So one fine day, I had invited my of relatives, and they were now 20 members. 20 members. So 20 members of my relatives who had come to my house for a meetup. Now it's quite challenging for me now because here I cannot prepare 20 pizzas at all because one pizza 30 minutes. Now what happens if 20 pizzas I have to create, I prepare, I need to start 10 hours before only, which is quite challenging. Okay, when they're coming, will I talk with the guest or will I be busy in preparing pizza? But my house is decent enough, 1200 square feet. So it is comfortably possible to accommodate 20 people. But for preparing 20 pizzas, it was a quite challenging. So we thought, okay, why don't we order it? Why don't we order it? So what I did, I ordered it. I ordered pizza. Now this time, none of the things was belonging to me except dining table and the place. Why? Maybe soda in the sense like salts, extra things, maybe cucumber or water or maybe Pepsi. That I can have it. But place was also there. Okay, 1200 square feet where all 20 people can sit and have pizza at the same time. But preparing was difficult for me. So preparing was difficult for me. So you know what I did? Everything, oven, fire, or tomato sauce, topping cheese, everything I out got it from outside. So I simply ordered and I got it. And we all shared everything and we added. Now tell me, this is what I did. Instead of doing this, I could have purchased 2 extra ovens and I could have done it at home. But why I did not do? Anyone? I have only one oven, so that is why I thought, okay, let me buy outside. But in case if I would have thought, I could have purchased 2 more ovens and I could have prepared all 20 pizzas at my home, but which I did not do. Why?
Because of time consumption.
Cost efficient.
Time.
Because later you don't use it. Every day they don't come. Space.
Maintaining the own maintenance.
Space also.
I can buy, right?
Space.
Oven is just 5,000, right? What is there? 2 ovens means another 10,000 extra. I could have purchased new one, right? Why I did not do?
Maintenance and preparing for that food, you need more manpower.
Quality will
Mm,
affect, no? One person cannot go here and there and
You
okay.
have
To save time and efforts.
Okay. Even though I buy a oven, forget about the cost, but what is really required is preparing 20 pizzas. I cannot ask my guests to prepare. It's we who have to prepare our 4 people. Now it's quite challenging. Okay, even though you have oven, even though you have things, preparing 20 pizza at home is quite difficult, right? So I thought getting outside is a easiest way. So I ordered it. Okay, but my home was good enough to accommodate 20 people. So I was able to provide them. I was able to order. Once I got pizza, maybe we all ordered together. We had all together. Okay, now it was 4 people, it become 8 people, it become 20 people. Now it is 100 people. Imagine there is some function at my home. Imagine there is a function at my home. Now I want to invite 100 people. Now, as I said, my house is 1200 square feet. It is accommodating 20 people. But if I want to get 100 people, now it's the biggest challenge for me because I have to invite batch by batch. 20 in the morning, 20 in the afternoon, 20 on the weekends, 20 on the next day. It's not possible, right? So this time, Preparing 100 pizza is also not possible. Accommodating in your house is also not possible. So I simply took them outside, where I took them to party hall. I took them to party hall. Now, in the party hall, the advantage was they provided the space for 100 people. They provided the dining for 100 people. They also had some decorations, maybe for meetups or for birthday parties or for any functions. They only had given the rent. They only had given everything. So they made my work very easy. Even they only served. Even I did not serve. All the people, their chefs and the waiters, everyone helped us. Now, this was even more helpful, right? Everything they taken care. Now tell me, I have shown you 4 examples. What is that one moral that you understood from the story? From these 4 examples which I've talked now, what is that one moral, or what is that one thing you understand from the story? Come on. Which is best?
Change
When load
yourself
is
as per
increasing,
the
resources
requirement.
required.
Which is best?
Outsourcing is best.
Dine out.
By your requirement.
Okay.
Depending on the requirement.
People are saying dining out is best. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
No.
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 Okay.
No.
People are who are saying yes, right? I'll ask a question for you. For 4 people in my house, can I book a dining hall?
No.
Then you told dining is best.
No. If it is many people means one person cannot handle everything. When it is small, you can handle that time. If it is many, you cannot handle, right?
That is what I'm asking. Which is best? Or what is that one thing you understand from this example?
Change the requirements as per the situation.
Anything better?
If quantity or process is increasing, resources required.
When there are more numbers, we have to make our buy decision.
What you have observed from this example is, what you have understood from this example is, okay, listen carefully. The reason why I brought like what you did in COVID and today I have brought to this example is, the purpose of bringing this example is try to understand. When it was 4 people, I was able to do everything at my home. When it was 8 people, few of them I took it from the shop and few of them I did it. When it become 20 people, majority of the things I purchased outside and only 20% did it at my home. But when the number of people is increasing, every single thing which I wanted, I took it from outside, right? And the lesson that is learned from this example is, as and then the number of resources changing, it is always good idea to give the responsibility to others. Rather than you preparing 100 pizza at home and messing it up, taking them to a party hall was a easiest and brave decision, right? So what is that one thing that you have to take away from this slide is, as and then the number of resources, depending on the number of resources, you have to take a decision. If it was a 4 people, I used to do everything at my home. If it was 100 people, I used to take everything outside. So this is what it is, right? If you have understood this example, what I'm going to do is, made at home, take and bake, pizza delivered, dined out are the 4 things, right? Now slowly we'll talk about technical. End of story. Let's talk about technical. Now these 4 things I will change it to this slide, where we have different type of cloud services. We have a different type of cloud services. What are those different type of cloud services is, we have on premises, we have IaaS, we have PaaS, and we have SaaS. SaaS and PaaS, which is basically nothing but platform as service, as well as software as service and infrastructure as service. Another one was on premises. What you are seeing in the previous example, like a pizza example, the same example is what we are seeing as part of the cloud service, but this time we will talk about bit technical. So end of pizza, end of story, end of all this. Now let's start thinking about cloud services. Now what is this cloud services is the services which you're taking from the cloud, what type of services you're taking, right? The first one, if you see, this was my on-prem. So in the on-prem, it is a customer's responsibility. That means imagine the on-prem, the best example of on-prem is my laptop. My laptop. My laptop is the best example for your on-prem. Why? Everything is stored in my laptop. Every single thing about my project, about KSR, we are storing in our laptop in terms of server, storage, okay, operating system, middleware, some application, apps, whichever app I want to have it, data, every single thing I am maintaining. Now this becomes customer's responsibility. As long as your business is doing very small revenue, as long as your number of people in the team is very less, this option is okay for us. If today we had only 10 students in KSR, I would have maintained everything in my personal laptop. But to maintain 15,000 students and the recordings and the classes and the batches, this was not sufficient, right? So slowly we started moving to different services. So what I thought, this orange color which you see, which is already taken care everything by me, it is called on premises. What is on premises? On premises is like your own laptop, like servers, like your traditional servers, which is used for your storage and processing, and you can pay for it. Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Hey, I'm sorry. I just had someone who was ringing the calling bell, so I have to go and see who was that. Sorry for that. Okay, now what I was saying is, in my first case, every single thing what I want for my project, I am doing on my own, which is called on premises. Which is called on premises, right? Now slowly the data started increasing in my system, and I was also thinking, where can I store? So for this purpose, what I thought is, let the operating system, the applications, the runtime, all your RAM, SSDs, middleware, applications, code, apps, and data, we take care of it. And the most important thing that we want as a server and storage is where we want to store the actual data, we gave it to someone else. So we gave our part of our work to cloud service. What are the things we gave? We gave something called server, storages, networking, how the data has to move from one place to another place, those type of networking, and some of the virtualization like virtual systems, everything we handed over to someone else. And what was really important for us, which was I kept it in my system. What was that? Operating system, middleware, runtime, applications, and data, I kept it in my system. So part of the thing which I gave it to them and part of the thing which I am taking care, what are those things which I given is, I mainly given few infrastructure things. Infrastructure things is like a storage. It is like a servers. All of this I give it to someone, and that is called IaaS, which is called infrastructure as service. Infrastructure as service. Okay. Now you all know that your Power BI cannot be installed in the Mac machine. Your Power BI can be installed only in the Windows machine, right? You all know that, right? But if I add a Mac machine, If I had a Mac machine, in that OS is in my control, operating system is in my control, but here I will not be able to install Power BI. I'll not be able to install Power BI. So what I thought, let me move from IaaS to PaaS. So what does PaaS stands for? It stands for Platform as Service. It stands for Platform as Service. Now what I've done, even the operating system and the engine, everything I handed over to vendor. Only data was in my system. Now what Mac people did is, on the Mac people who wanted to use a Power BI, you were not able to install Power BI in your Mac machine. So what you did, you installed another virtual machine. You installed another virtual machine. In that virtual machine, you were able to install Power BI. But this time, the virtual machine was also dependent on someone else. Main thing what we had is only our own data, which was in my control. Rest of the things, everything I handed over to vendor. Who is vendor? Vendor can be anyone. It can be anyone who takes care of our data, who takes care of our things, and they will do everything for us just by we have to pay something. So in the platform as service, even OS, they used to take care of it. Even OS, they used to take care of it. I'll tell you how this OS takes, how a OS works is, imagine this is my Windows machine, right? This is my Windows machine. Okay. What you see on my screen is a Windows machine. Now, there are few applications which will not be working in this Windows machine. For that, you know what I've done? I have a virtual machine. Okay. I have a virtual machine. If you see here, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm showing one example where I can have a virtual machine. Okay. By the time it opens, what I was trying to tell is, even the OS I'm actually taking outside. I know that my few applications will not work in my Windows OS. So I have a virtual system. From the virtual system, I'll take some support. Now, this is what platform as service. This is what platform as service. Now, at last, we have a one service which you can talk it as software as service. One thing which we can relate it is as software as service. The best example that I can give for your SaaS is your Power BI service. Your Power BI service. In your Power BI service, you can store the data, you can process the data, you can actually publish it, you can do entire report directly in Power BI service without even installing anything in your Power BI. I mean, without even installing anything in your personal machine. That Power BI service directly it is accessible over link. This is the best example that I can give for your SaaS. Okay. Now, even the documentation says that if you see the documentation, Power BI service. It is clearly saying that the Microsoft Power BI service is a software as service, which is nothing but SaaS. The reason why it is considered as a SaaS is, even though you're a Mac user, even though you're a Windows user, forget about it. Even if you open in your mobile, it will work. You can directly open with a link. You can open with a link. You can have the account. You can publish the data. You can create a report. You can do everything directly in Power BI service. Literally, you people were struggling to install Power BI in Mac. But once this Power BI is, once this Power BI service came into picture, you don't worry about anything. Directly go, directly build the report, right? So imagine that my laptop is having maybe let's say that my laptop, this is my laptop. In my laptop, if I go and see the properties, see my laptop is i7 9 generation, 32 GB RAM, 64-bit, and it is all okay, all good, right? All good. My system is too good. So I can easily install Power BI desktop. I can easily install Power BI desktop. But what if my RAM is only 8 GB? What if I don't have a high-end processor? In that case, how will I go and do the report? Forget about your laptops, forget about your device. You can always go and build here. Simply, you just need to open app.powerbi.com. Directly, this acts like an application for you. You can load the data. You can load the data, Excel data, CSV data. Maybe you can also connect to any of the data and you can start building your report. Every single thing you can directly do it in this URL. This is a best example for SaaS. But it comes also with price tag. For licensing, I need to pay. Though I used to download my Power BI desktop, do in my desktop, that is in my computer. Now we have come to a stage where everything I can do it directly in the software as service. Though it has some limitations, right? We cannot do everything in the maybe a SaaS, but at least you can do a basic level reporting, right? Nowadays, your SaaS is also improving. Compared to 2 years back, now we can do a lot of things in Power BI service. Okay, you can also do the transformations. Nowadays, we also have a objective route to write DAX functions. There are many methods. There are many ways that you can do it. That is where your SaaS becomes even more helpful. People whose RAM is very low, people whose RAM is maybe your hard disk is having very bad maybe a performance. It's not at all opening. It's not at all loading. Maybe you don't have a proper memory. Forget about it. You simply go to Google and you simply go to app.powerbi.com and directly you can build a report. Now that is what is the best example for SaaS. What do you mean by SaaS? Software as service. And it's also telling that the clear explanation here is the Microsoft Power BI service is a SaaS. That means everything they'll take care. Data, storage, security, processing, reporting, visualization, everything you can do it in the directly with just one URL. That is the SaaS for you. What we have seen in this previous example, like a pizza, where I was doing few things at my system, few things I was giving to a shop, few things I was taking care myself, few things I used to give to my shop, and few things, everything I was taking in the shop. Similarly, now I'm trying to relate with the cloud service. What type of cloud service you want to take is what has been showcased here. Completely relying on cloud also, it will cost you. So someone said, among all this, taking them to the restaurant is easy. It is easy, but for 4 people, it is waste. For 4 people, why you need to order a party hall? For 4 people, why you need to order all the tables? Why you need to order all the tables? It's a waste. So the purpose of this example is, depending on your need, you can take the services. What you need, you can take the services. There are some things which you can do. There are some things which you really need help. Go and get it outside. That is what is an example of infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So depending on your need, you choose that services in the cloud. Is that clear? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any question?
No.
All good?
Yes.
Okay. With this, let's see what is the benefits of cloud. What is the benefits of cloud? You will not believe, in Bangalore, AC is not at all required. Okay, in Bangalore, AC is not at all required. But especially for my room, it is actually AC mounted. Okay, and everyone will have a laptop, okay, or a computer. And you will not believe, I have extra fans. Hope you know this. I have this extra fans. Literally, I have attached 5 fans to my laptop. That is, I use computer. Literally, I have attached 5 fans to my computer. It's not required, but I've done this. You know why? Morning, if I switch on my system at 6 o'clock, my laptop will get off by 1 o'clock in the night. Now, all this time, my laptop should be on. One of the very good features what they have introduced in the laptops and computer is if the system is overheated, it will get switched off by itself, or else it will lead to some accidents. So what they have done is if it crosses a certain threshold at temperature, they're actually have come up with one trigger which automatically shut downs. You would have experienced in your own personal laptop when it is overheated, it is switch off by itself. Now, my work and my profession is like that. My computer has to be on always. For that, what I've done, I have attached AC. AC is not for me, at least to keep the room temperature cool so that my computer keeps on running. And my CPU, I have attached 4 to 5 extra fans so that my system don't goes off. See, I'm taking a session now. What if suddenly my system goes off? It's my profession, right? So I need to take care of it, right? So apart from teaching, I have to take care of a lot of other things. I have to take care of a lot of other things. My laptop has to be in a cool, it has to be a proper temperature. It has to be like many applications I should not open. So I have to take an extra care of this. So it becomes difficult. Should I focus on the training, or in my mind, there's something going on? Okay, my classes is going on. What if my suddenly happens to my laptop? What if it switch offs? I cannot blame that. Or if something goes wrong, if it is raining and there is a power cut, I cannot blame and I cannot come to you saying that today there is a no class because of power cut. I cannot do that. So 24/7, whether it's raining, whether it's whatever is happening, my laptop should be running, power supply should be there. So I have done some extra arrangements. But in reality, cloud takes care of everything. They will only attach some extra fans. They'll only make sure that the server doesn't go down. They will only have backups. They'll only have power banks. They will only have generators. They will take care of every single thing about my systems. Now I am taking extra care. I have to switch off properly. I have to take care of my power, electricity. I need to take care of it. But when it comes to a cloud, they take care of everything. Okay. The first thing is always up. Always up. 24/7, 365 days, your server will be always up. And easily upgradable. Today, my laptop is 32 GB. Actually, I don't know whether if you have noticed, my laptop was actually 16 GB RAM. Okay, my laptop was 16 GB RAM. So recently I had upgraded to 32 GB. So what I need to know, I need to go to a center, computer center, and I asked them, Gus, can you increase it? So they told it will take 1 day. Sorry, it's not possible. I have to take classes. So 1 day it is not possible. So I'll get it on weekends. So I went on Saturday morning. Saturday morning I gave, and still Saturday evening I have to wait it there because I have to wait with my system. So there were a lot of people, a lot of appointments, a lot of people had come. So I have to wait for my turn. It was very rushed, and it literally took me 1 complete day to upgrade my system from 16 GB to 32 GB RAM. Literally, I wasted 1 day. And even 1 day, I did not even give the laptop and go. I have to stay with them because I need to know how they do it. Literally 1 day. The same thing, if I want to do it in the cloud, I've borrowed one system, one virtual system, and it is a 16 GB RAM or maybe 8 GB RAM, and I wanted to increase to 16 GB RAM. Okay, I want to increase. Any guess how much time it will take? From 8 GB RAM to 16 GB RAM, if I want to increase my virtual system, how much time it may take?
1 minute.
No, milliseconds.
15 minutes.
30 minutes.
One minute. 1 minute I can upgrade my system. That's the power of cloud. Literally, to go and enhance my laptop, I have spent 1 day. But in cloud, 1 minute is enough. Just request a form, automatically they will have it. Okay. Now, this is all my KSR data. Okay, this is all my KSR data. If I go to a data, I have all the data which I have in my system, and you can see that this data folder, it is almost, it's not showing. Yeah, 4.1 GB is my data. Okay, 4.1 GB is my data. All the related data I have kept it here. All the business data, KSR data, everything I've kept it here. If tomorrow something happens to my laptop, everything is gone. Everything is gone. My laptop faces some issues, everything is gone. So here I need to take some extra care. So what I need to do, I need to move all of this data somewhere else. Because today, if I have this data, if something happens to my laptop, it's gone, right? I need to store it somewhere. So all of this data, if I put it in the cloud, see, I'll show you the cloud data also. See, all these are cloud data. The same data which I have in my on-prem, I am storing in the cloud. Now, this is what is a cloud. You want to access the data now, nothing you need to do. You just need to go and open this URL in your system. That's all. That's all. The entire data that what I have in my system, I can easily go and store it in the cloud. Okay, I'll show you one example here. Okay, imagine this is one data now. KSR datasets. Okay, now I'll open this. In this KSR datasets, I'll go here, upload. These are all my datas, right? I'll simply go and upload here. See, it hardly took me fraction of second. And if tomorrow something happens to my laptop, I need not worry. Whatever happens, even something happens to my laptop right away now, I need not worry. Because I have the credentials. This is my credential. This is my KSR credential. I can simply go and log into any system. And if I open this, automatically I can go and access any data. That's the power of cloud. What you're seeing is a cloud. So it is accessible anywhere. Wherever you have internet, you can go and access it. But in this on-prem data, it is accessible only in my laptop. Tomorrow, if you want to see this data, you have to come to my house, you have to come to my desk, you have to sit next to me, and then only you can access this data. Because this is in my personal system. But the same data, if I go and put it in the cloud, this data anyone in this world can access if I provide the proper access, and if I go provide this proper URL, and if I give the proper credentials, they will be able to access. That's where I can say that it is available anywhere. Anywhere. Okay. It can store anywhere. And no need to put any maintenance cost. As I've told you, for laptop, right, for the 16 GB to 32 GB, they literally take 4.5 thousand for RAM and 600 rupees for service charge. So I paid 5K. But here, no maintenance. Nothing. I have to pay for increase. That's all. Maintenance, nothing. They'll take care of it. If tomorrow something happens to my laptop, no need to worry. They will take care of it. In my case, it's gone. My laptop, something happens to my laptop, is gone. But in future, if something happens to server also, they will have some backups, right? So all this is actually benefits of cloud. Let's look at that one by one. The first thing is cost. The first thing is cost. No need to buy 10 laptops. For storing my 10 terabytes of data, no need to buy 10 laptops. Instead, you can take someone's help. They will help you. So that is why I can say that they will only set up some systems. Cloud computing eliminates the expense of buying hardware and software. No need to buy 10 laptops. I will take care of everything, and setting up and running the centers, racks of servers, round the clock, power supply, cooling system. Now literally I've told you, in my home I have spent 35,000 for my AC, and for 4 extra fans I've spent 15,000. 50,000 I've spent only for my laptop maintenance, because it is in my on-prem. But in cloud, they will only take care of everything: servers, racks, electricity, cooling system, everything they'll take care, and it can add up you immediate response. That is why one of the strong benefit of cloud computing is cost, followed by speed. I've told you, right, in order to increase my RAM from 16 GB, in order to increase my RAM from 16 GB to 32 GB, I literally waited 1 day. But here, typically with the mouse clicks, I can have the planning. Just with the help of mouse clicks. Hey, I want from 16 GB to 32 GB. That's all. I can get it. Any system, vast amount of computing service can be provisioned in minutes. That's why it is speed. So you need to understand why we are moving to cloud. This is one. Productivity. Productivity. Data centers typically request a lot of racks, hardwares, setups, updates, patching. Every time I'll get a Windows update. Maybe you will also get it. Every time you'll get a Windows update. No, I need not spend any time. Like I need to switch off my system, restart my system. Nothing. They'll take care of everything. Cloud computing removes the need of many this task. So IT team who can spend on more time, we are not spending any time. They are taking care of it. Productivity is also good. Global scale. January 1st, 2020 is an unforgettable day for us. January 2nd, 2020 is again an unforgettable day for us. You know why? January 1st, we launched our first KSR website. Okay. January 1st, we launched our first KSR website on January 1st. So that is why it is a memorable day for us. It's something which we have done an achievement. So I told you, for any business, website and database is important. So the first time we launched a website was January 1st, 2020, because we launched KSR website. Okay. Why January 2nd also it's unmemorable day? Anyone? Anyone? Okay, January 1st we introduced something. Why January 2nd is also important day for us? Anyone?
Maybe the website was used.
KSR website crashed. That's why I remember the date. Day 1 we launched, day 2 crashed. Because We don't know how many people is going to try logging in. At a time, hundreds of people started logging into the same website and my system was not able to hold the bandwidth. But here, what cloud computing is going to go? They're going to have a global scaling. They will define the right amount of network to geographical location. 80% of all our students are from India, and specifically 60 to 65% are all from South India. Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra. So this is where like we have a lot of people, and including Maharashtra. So what this websites, what this cloud they do, they divide the traffic. Where there's a lot of people, they give a lot of bandwidth, and US, UK, they give very less bandwidth because we have less number of students. So these people decide how much of global traffic we need to give. So they take care of computing, bandwidth, storages. So globally, they also help us. If I am taking care of anything, I don't know. So I will assign some bandwidth to some service and it can collapse. So literally, this is also one reason why we are going with cloud computing. And security. 10 laptops. If I gave it to 10 people, okay, if I give it to 10 people, where is my security? You people will use it for personal use. You people will use, someone else is using in your system, right? How to handle this? So here they come with some policies, protectional threats. They offer a lot of technology servers, everything they will provide. Literally every single thing they will provide. Okay. I'll tell you one small information about security. Okay. I'll tell you one small information about security. One of my cousin, listen to the story. Okay. Very important story. One of my cousin who is 5 years old. Okay. He's actually addicted to phone. He's addicted to phone. Okay. I have to completely blame the parents. Those parents are nothing but my aunt and uncle. It's like my mom's sister, I can say. Okay. My own aunt and my own sister, my mom's own sister. So she's like my aunt. She has 5-year-old kid. Okay. He's very much addicted to phone. Even now itself, he's wearing specs. Very addicted to phone. And I have to blame them because parents have only given the phone. You know what happened? My aunt brought him to my house and told, please take care of him for 1 week. Okay. Please take care of 1 week. At least try to reduce his phone usage. If he is with you, you try to keep engaged. In fact, I'm telling you, more than helping seniors, I always help students and children's. I take care of children because I know what they need. So a lot of tuitions also I take for small students. So they got me here and they told me you can counsel him and you can make him to move out of this addiction. See, I'll tell you. Okay, fine. I thought I'll take care. He was so addicted that he used to use my phone without my notice. Okay, he was so addicted that he used to use my phone without my notice. And when I'm sleeping, he used to take the phone. And anyway, it was locked. Phone was locked. I never used to lock my phone. Just because of this guy, I used to lock my phone. Okay. I used to lock my phone. Every time he takes the phone, I will not be worried because he doesn't know to open the passwords. He tries 33 times and he keeps it. He tries 5 times and he keeps it aside because after 3 to 4 times of incorrect passwords, there will be some message you will get it. What is that? If you keep on giving the wrong passwords for 3 to 4 times on your phone, you get some message. You get some
Try
message.
after 30 seconds. By frequent
Yeah. So
subsequent
try after 30
something.
seconds and try after 15 seconds. Something you'll get it, right? Something you'll get it. So I had a 4-digit PIN password. As password. Okay. This is a true story. This is a true story. Okay. This is a true story. My cousin was able to decode my password in 3 days. My cousin is just 5 years old. He was able to decode my password. You know what he did? You know what he did? He's a very, very brilliant guy. 5 years old kid. You know, the way he was done is, it's a 4-digit pin, right? He literally did not ask me directly. He first entered 1234. It failed. Then 1235 he entered. 1236 he entered. 1237 he entered. Then he started with 2000, 2004, 2007, 2024 also he tried. Literally every time you used to try 5 times and then you keep it aside. You used to 5 times and you used to keep it aside. And you know what? In 3 days, he was able to identify my password. The password which I had kept was 1992. This was my password. Okay. I don't know how many times he had tried. One fine day, on the third day, he got the password right. He got the password right. He literally got the password right. Just 5 years old person. Even we cannot do it. He did not note it down in any paper and book. He did not do anything. It's a true story. It happened. My phone completely was able to decode my password in 3 days. And it took me how many attempts? I don't know. Okay. Now, anyone knows how many combination of passwords I can have? 4-digit? Anyone? I know you people will not know. So let's ask our best friend. Who is our best friend?
ChatGPT.
GPT.
I have 4-digit pass mobile pin. How many combinations I can have? 5-year-old kid is able to decode. A 4-digit PIN typically allows digits ranging from 0 to 9. This means that there are 10 possible choices of each digit. So to calculate the total number of combinations, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 per 4. So we have 10,000 times. Today, you give me a phone with 4-digit PIN. In 10,000 attempts, I will be able to decode your password. Are you all with me? Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So after all, your phone, which is having 4-digit PIN, I can go and recover it 10,000 attempts. And it has a real story which has happened in my home itself. Okay. Now, this is a data I am storing in the cloud. This is a data that I am storing in the cloud. Just now I have shown you the data, right? Yeah. This data. If tomorrow, if someone has to access a data, they have to enter the password. Now, what is a likely chance that even you can decode this password and get it? Okay, let's see how many combinations you can get it to decode my password. Tomorrow, if see, my laptop is also having a 4-digit pin only. So you can easily go, and if I give my laptop today to you, within 10,000 attempts, you can debug my laptop. You can open the laptop and you can see all of the KSR data. But if I store it in the cloud, this is a cloud. This is a cloud. If someone wants to access my cloud data, this is a password. This is a password. If tomorrow you want to access my KSR data, which is in cloud, this is the password. Okay, let's see how many attempts it takes to decode this. Similar to above example, can you tell me how many attempts combinations is required to decode this password. To calculate the total number of combinations required to decode the given password, we need to know the length of the password. The password provides 88 characters. The character is, it is having A to Z, it is having lowercase, it is also having some digits, and it is also having some special characters. So for each character in the password, there are 64 possible values. Since the password has 88 characters, the total number of combinations can be calculated as this much. With the 60 to the power of 88 combinations, the result is this much. Okay. Can you give me exact number which is readable, not in this format? I don't want this. I don't know how to read this, right? So not in this format. So I'm asking the actual exact number. Yeah. My mobile ad, how many combination? 1,000 combination, right? My mobile password, 5-year-old kid, he was able to get it in 1,000 combinations was there. Maybe he did not try in 1,000 combination. Okay. Today, if you want to access my data, which is in the cloud, this many attempts is required. Do you think you can decode my data and get my KSR data out of it? Can you? Can you?
No, sir,
Not
No.
easy.
not possible.
You go to a system, okay, you go to a laptop and you say that I need password generator. I need a password generator, random password generator. Okay. And my phone password, right? So I'll keep length as 4. Okay, this is my 4. And I don't want characters. I don't want this one. I don't want this one. So only numbers. And you can see that if I keep on resetting, maximum I can get how many? How many? 10,000 combinations. It's only, your phone has only numbers. But if I have a 88 characters, so even this online editor is giving only 50 characters. It's not going. And if I include all this, it's very, very hard to get this password. This is a password to decode and get my KSR data. Do you think it's possible? My laptop is having 4 digit. So which is similar to this. If I give my laptop, you can find it in 3 days. My 5-year-old kid is able to find out, means even you will be able to find out. And in fact, you know how to use computer. So you can see all the random generated passwords and you can keep on ticking. I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this. Within 10,000 combinations, you will be able to get it. But today, if you want to access my KSR data from my mouth, you will never ever listen any time that it is impossible. But today I'm telling you, you can never ever go and decode the data which I'm storing in the cloud. It is impossible. It is impossible. By the time you find this combinations, you would have spent some 50-60 years.
250 to 300 years.
Then what is the point of accessing and hacking it? Literally impossible. Literally, it is impossible. The exact number of combinations required to decode the password is this much. I gave a challenge, okay? I gave a challenge to one of my previous batch student. I gave this password, okay? I gave this password and I asked him, by seeing this, you enter and you get into the login. Literally, they were not able to type properly also by seeing it. By seeing this also, they were not able to do it because in your keyboard, you have to type properly, right? So imagine today I'm to log into this. What I have to do? Capital G, Z, B, X, N. Yes, you went wrong already. It was actually capital X, but you entered small x. It's gone. By seeing only, it is very difficult to go and enter the password. Do you agree? Literally, you have to spend 15-20 minutes by seeing the password. Yes or no?
Yes.
Anyone takes up this challenge? By seeing this password, I want you to enter this on only one attempt. Only one attempt. Anyone? But the good thing is you cannot see it. It will come as star, 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 star. So you will not even go and check whether it's correct or not. One attempt, I want you to see the password and enter into my system. Is it possible? By seeing?
No.
No.
In this case, I literally need to tell that security plays a major role. They have lot of policies, lot of technologies where they can keep my passwords secure. Right? So this is a one reason why I'll be going to cloud. And one more thing is disaster recovery. My entire laptop, they'll be mirroring. They will keep in different servers. If my server is in Chennai, something happens in Chennai like a flood or maybe rain or power supply, the exact data, they'll make it available in different servers. So that is where one of the other reason why clouds are important. And comparatively, in the on-prem, you have to take care of all this. I have to take care of hardware, IT, maintenance, training, customization. I have to upgrade. I have to keep on customizing. I have to maintenance. But here, nothing. Everything they'll take care. Only thing is you have to pay some money. They will take care of everything. So you will never know what work we are doing inside the iceberg, because in on-prem, lot of challenges is involved, but in cloud, nothing. Nothing. So with this conclusion, we are now jumping into cloud. We are jumping into cloud. With all these details, now we have agreed that cloud is going to be one of the best infrastructure provider, and we are directly going to jump into the cloud. In this cloud, which one we are going to learn? We have to wait and watch. Is this going to be this one? Is this going to be this one? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be this? You will see that in the next class. What cloud we are going to learn? Already you know we are going to learn Azure, but I want you to tell what are the benefits of all the services. And from tomorrow, I mean in the next class, we will be focusing on the Azure. Okay, we'll stop here. The 2 days what you have learned is introduction to cloud computing. In the next class, we are going to do a deep dive on Azure. Okay, we'll stop here. Any questions?
Sir, tomorrow we do have any class, sir?
Tomorrow, next Azure classes on Monday. Okay, but for the older batch students, I'll let you know by morning.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Next Azure classes on Monday.
If there will be class tomorrow, it is on the same time, 8:30 in the evening.
Yeah, it will be in the evening.